Okay, they're in warp. They should be reaching us any second. Hold until I give the word. Turn on your damage controls. Give me overheat on the few targets. If there's anything particularly juicy, I might send everybody with a prop mod after it. Except the maulers. Oh, sweet. They landed 20 away. We're slowly going to burn towards them. Well, we're going to slow boat towards them. Grab the Thorax of Night Shadow. Thorax of Night Shadow is your primary. Everybody on the Thorax of Night Shadow. Thorax of Night Shadow is your primary. All DPS on the Thorax of Night Shadow. Turn on your prop mods. Burn for Night Shadow into Thorax. Incursus of Drake is next. Incursus of Drake is next. Scratch that. Omen of Dazork is next. Omen of Dazork is your secondary after that Thorax. Somebody give me a point and a web on Dazork. I have a point and a web on Dazork. Dazork is secondary after Night's Shadow. Dazork is secondary. Reship when you die, reship when you die. Dazork is now your primary. All DPS on Dazork in a Omen. Federation Navy Comet of Kyle is next. Somebody give me a web and a scram on him. Somebody give me a web and a scram on Kyle and the Fed Comet. Somebody give me a web and a scram on Kyle. He's burning out. Forget him. Get the Cormorant of Mr. Nice Guy next. Cormorant of Mr. Nice Guy is your secondary after Dazork is dead. Mr. Nice Guy and Cormorant is now your primary. Mr. Nice Guy and a Cormorant is now your primary. Scratch that. Caracal of Sasha. If you're out of range of Mr. Nice Guy, as a lot of us are, get Sasha and a Caracal. Sasha and a Caracal is your primary. Sasha and a Caracal is your primary. Sasha and a Caracal is your primary. Sasha and a Caracal. All DPS on Sasha and a Caracal. All DPS on Sasha and a Caracal. We have very little DPS here. All DPS on Sasha and a Caracal. Okay, why is Sasha and a Caracal not dying? Do we have nobody here?
It's probably ASB fit. Give it a minute.
No, he's not. He's buffer fit, but nothing's happening. Okay, let's finish Sasha. All DPS on Sasha. Finish Sasha. Finish Sasha. Then go on Ludi in a Coercer. Sasha is probably just like a bait fit Caracal. But he's almost down, so we're going to finish him off. Finish Sasha. Then go on Ludi. And they have like 30 guys in their fleet. It's an impressive fleet. Sasha. Finish Sasha.
Shooting
then
Kikyo.
Okay.
Okay, shoot guys. I
Reship. Kikyo can tank. Reship when you die. Next up after Sasha is going to be the Stabber of Roman. Stabber of Roman is going to be next. Stabber of Roman is not your primary. Stabber of Roman is not your primary. All DPS on the Stabber of Roman. Roman and the Stabber. Next we are going to go for the Merlin of Mauler. Mauler in the Merlin. Mauler 421 and the Merlin is our secondary. Get him webbed and scrammed. Okay, I've got Mauler webbed and scrammed. Finish Roman. Keep firing on Roman in the Stabber. Then we're getting Mauler in the Merlin. If you're shooting Mauler in the Merlin, you're doing it wrong. We are shooting Roman in the Stabber. Roman in the Stabber is almost down. Keep shooting him. Reship when you die. Reship when you die. Cruiser down. Then we get Mauler. Finish Roman. He's almost dead. Shoot the primary, guys. There's damage being split all over this frickin' fleet. Shoot the primary. Okay, shoot Mauler now. Mauler in a Merlin. Mauler in a Merlin. Followed by Drake in an Incursus. Mauler in a Merlin. Followed by Drake in an Incursus. Mauler in a Merlin. Followed by Drake in an Incursus. Mauler in a Merlin is your primary. Followed by Drake in an Incursus. Drake in an Incursus is your primary. Trasher of Dave Flanagan is next. David Flanagan is next in a Trasher. Okay, switch to David Flanagan. Drake is burned out, so switch to David Flanagan. David Flanagan in a Trasher is your primary. David Flanagan in a Trasher is your primary. David Flanagan in a Trasher is your primary. Warp to Kolv when you come back. Reship and come back. Warp to Kolv. Reship into cruisers and come back. Warp to Kolv. David Flanagan in a Trasher is your primary. David Flanagan in a Trasher is your primary. Your secondary is going to be the Incursus of Kyle. The Incursus of Kyle is now your primary. The Incursus of Kyle is now your primary. The Incursus of Kyle is now your primary. Warp to Kolv. Are we still warping back? Warp to Kolv. Yeah, we're still warping back. Warp to Kolv when you come back. They're really spread out, so we need to take advantage of that. Kyle in the Incursus is your primary. The Trasher of Dazork is your primary now. The Trasher of Dazork. Trasher of Dazork is now your primary. Trasher of Dazork is now your primary. Keep warping back. Trasher of Dazork is now your primary. Dazork in the Trasher is your primary. Your secondary is going to be the Catalyst of Wolfshep. Wolfshep in the Catalyst is next. Wolfshep in the Catalyst is next. Wolfshep is next after Dazork. Wolfshep is now your primary. Wolfshep in the Catalyst is not your primary. We're turning this around. Keep coming back. Drake in the Incursus is going to be next. Wolfshep, then Drake in the Incursus. Wolfshep, then Drake in the Incursus. Wolfshep is primary, then Drake in the Incursus. Wolfshep is going down. Keep on Wolfshep. After that, switch to Drake in the Incursus. Still on Wolfshep, then Drake in the Incursus.
Can we get that Condor that's tracking disrupting me?
It's not anywhere close. Yes, it is. Ernesto is secondary. Yes, we're going to grab Ernesto and the Condor next. Finish Wolfshep. Finish Wolfshep. He's not down yet. Finish Wolfshep. Then the Condor is next. Condor is burned out. New secondary.
Rapier decloaked.
Wolfshep is still our primary. The Rapier, if you're close to it. Where the fuck is that Rapier? I can't see it on my overview.
Rhinus?
Yes, Rhinus. He's not anywhere near us. Forget him for now. Keep on Wolfshep. Why is Wolfshep not dying? All DPS on Wolfshep in the Catalyst. Why is this Catalyst living? We should have enough DPS to kill a freaking Catalyst. All DPS on this Catalyst. All DPS on the Catalyst of Wolfshep. Wolfshep in the Catalyst. All DPS on the Wolfshep in the Catalyst. Okay, he's in structure finally. Next is going to be the Atron of Anun. Anun in the Atron is next. Anun in the Atron is secondary. Keep warping back to Kolv. Anun in the Atron is next. Keep on Wolfshep. Anun is secondary. Scratch that, he's burned out. Is there anything close by? There's a Punisher of Braxus. The Punisher of Braxus is closest after Wolfshep. Keep on Wolfshep, guys. How's a Wolfshep not dying? So the secondary died, but not the primary. Well done. Wolfshep and the Catalyst is still our primary. Alright, let's grab Drake in the Incursus. Drake in the Incursus is our primary. Drake in the Incursus is now our primary. Warp to Kolv when you come back. Drake in the Incursus is now our primary. Drake in the Incursus is now our primary. Drake in the Incursus is our primary. Drake in the Incursus is primary. Secondary is going to be the Wolf of Jimmy's. Jimmy's and the Wolf is our secondary. Jimmy's and the Wolf is our secondary. Finish Drake, then Jimmy's and the Wolf. Jimmy's and the Wolf is now primary. Jimmy's and the Wolf is now primary. I have him webbed and scrammed. All DPS on Jimmy's and the Wolf. Warp to Kolv when you come back. Warp to Kolv when you come back. Keep reshipping into cruisers, guys. Keep reshipping into cruisers. Jimmy's and the Wolf is primary. Jimmy's and the Wolf is primary. Jimmy's and the Wolf is webbed and scrammed. We should be able to catch him. Okay, let's see. Yep, Jimmy's and the Wolf. Jimmy's and the Wolf. Warp to Kolv and kill Jimmy's and the Wolf. We're gonna kill Jimmy's and then call it. Because this is silly. We're just gonna kill Jimmy's and the Wolf. Kill Jimmy's and the Wolf. Jimmy's in the Wolf is your primary. Keep reshipping and warping to Kolv. We're gonna kill Jimmy's and the Wolf. They're really spread out. They're really far from me. So if you're warping back to me, you're doing fine. Kill Jimmy's in the Wolf. Jimmy's in the Wolf is your primary. Warp back to Kolv and kill Jimmy's in the Wolf. Warp to Kolv and kill Jimmy's in the Wolf. Keep warping back to Kolv and kill Jimmy's in the Wolf. Secondary is going to be Seer of Dark in the Cormorant. Crash Daddy's burning out. Stabber of Roman. Somebody get me a weapon to scram on the Stabber of Roman. Stabber of Roman is next. Stabber of Roman is next. Stabber Fleet issue of Kieran. Somebody get a weapon to scram on Kieran, the Stabber Fleet issue if you can. Call him. Otherwise get the Cormorant of Seer of Dark. Otherwise get the Cormorant of Seer of Dark. But Kieran is webbed and scrammed. Kieran and the Stabber Fleet is webbed and scrammed. All DPS on Kieran and the Stabber Fleet. Kieran and the Stabber Fleet. That's going to be a very nice kill. It's going to make up for all our losses so far. Kieran and the Stabber Fleet is primary. Keep warping back to Kolv. Keep warping back to Kolv. Kieran and the Stabber Fleet issue is your primary. Kieran and the Stabber Fleet issue is your primary. He's the ASB boosting. That's not going to last. All DPS on Kieran and the Stabber Fleet. Warp back to Kolv. When you warp back to Kolv. Kieran and the Stabber Fleet is your primary. He's ASB boosting, but we're breaking through it. After that, we're going to go for the Cormorant of Sino. He's burning out. After that, we're going to go for the Rapier of Rhinus. Can I have all frigates now burn for the Rapier of Rhinus? All frigates burn for the Rapier of Rhinus. All frigates burn for the Rapier of Rhinus. If we have any frigates, burn for that Rapier. He's off of their fleet. Turn on your microwave drives and burn for that Rapier. Turn your microwave drives and burn for that Rapier. Everybody else, let's bounce. Go above the gate. There's a core bookmark. There should be a core bookmark. Point in 200. Warp to that, and then we're back to Pecora. We've got that
Rapier scrammed.
Yes, okay. Warp to a bookmark, 200 off the gate, and we're back to Pecora or Warchasm. Bounce and warp to Pecora and Warchasm. Bounce and warp back to Pecora and Warpasm. We're gonna kill that Rapier, make up for all our losses so far.
Secondary point.
Okay, get all those points on there. Kill that Rapier. I need everybody on that Rapier. Everybody on that Rapier. Who's closest? Pecora looks like right on top of him. Pecora, I'm warping back to you.
I got W's and fleet if you want to warp it.
Warp back to Pecora or Warchasm. We're killing that Rapier. That's going to make up for all our losses so far. Big mistake using that Rapier like that. Everybody should have bounced and warped to Pecora. Everybody should bounce and warp to Pecora. If you're warping back from Mutella, warp to Pecora or Warchasm. I am landing on the Rapier as well.
I'm not going down.
He's dead. No, he's dead. Tertiary points.
Yep, we have tons of points on him. He is going down. Okay, loot him. You might have faction loot in there. If you grab faction loot, make sure to warp off and not lose it. Everybody group up on Kolv. Everybody regroup on Kolv. We're going to stay on that wreck for a second. Man, they're using those hacks like they're nothing, like they're nothing, but that's a stupid move. Because so far they were winning big, but with that Stabber Fleet and that Rapier, we just turned the tide. Everybody group up on Kolv. If you're warping back, get on Kolv. We're going to get everybody here since we're far from them. Hopefully somebody's going to burn them and we're going to kill them. But I want everybody who's reshipping to warp to Kolv in Joe's Meadow. And then from here, we are going to warp back onto them.
FC, you want another
grab
cruiser
Crash
field?
Black and the Slasher. Grab that Slasher coming in. Grab that Slasher coming in. Grab that Slasher coming in. Kill the Slasher. What the hell he was doing, I'm not sure. He's now dead. Okay, everybody should be warping back to Kolv. Okay, I'm going to warp us out and then back in. Take the warp. Align back towards the gate when you land. Take the warp, align back towards the gate when you land. They're all spread out, so we're going to land on top of something juicy. I haven't decided what yet.
Someone show that Rapier kill, please.
Yeah, we're going to do that once we're done fighting. For now, shut up. Align back towards the gate. Align back towards the gate. Damn it, what's juicy? I'm just picking a target to warp back in on.
Retriever?
That's cheap. Retriever's cheap, only 10 mil.
Okay, I'm warping fleet to that gate gun. There should be a Stabber close by. Grab whatever's close when we land. I'm not exactly sure. There's like drones and wrecks and everything, and my overview's kind of screwed up. So grab whatever's closest to you when you land. Grab whatever's closest to you when you land. And if you're still reshipping, warp to Kolv.
Stabber.
Okay, grab the Stabber. Grab Roman and the Stabber. Everybody burn for Roman and the Stabber. We're going for Roman and the Stabber. He's burning out. Closest is, well, let's see.
Below me in a Merlin.
Okay, Malorny and a Merlin is primary. Malorny and a Merlin is primary. LDPS on Malorny and a Merlin. Malorny and a Merlin. Yeah, I worked this in a bad spot actually. Apologies for that. Malorny and a Merlin is primary. Everybody turn on those prop mods and burn. Secondary is going to be Kyle in the Retriever. I know it's not super expensive, but it's close, so we're going to go for that next. If anything comes within web and scram range of those maulers, just grab it, don't wait for the word. Kyle in the Retriever is next. Kyle in the Retriever is next. Vex D in the Executioner is coming close, so if you can get a web and a scram on him, please do it. Same for Noonie in the Imperator. It's a noob ship, but I don't care. If he's here, he deserves to die. I have a web on Vexy.
Scram web on
Vexy. Very good. Finish Kyle. If you're shooting Vexy, shoot Vexy. If you're shooting Kyle, shoot Kyle. Merlin of Mr. Nice Guy is going to be next after all that. Okay, Merlin of Mr. Nice Guy is going to be our next target. Drake in the Velator, Slutty in the Trasher, Ludi in the Courser, spread on all of those. Catalyst of Wolfshep. Call a point when you have it. Just point something and tell me, so I can call that primary. First guy to land a point on somebody gets...
Wolfshep, Catalyst?
Wolfstep is next. Wolfstep is next. Everybody on Wolfstep. Wolfstep and the Catalyst is your primary.
Lost point.
Roger that. Somebody get a point on Wolfstep, please, and call it.
Point web.
Very good. Wolfstep is still your primary. Everybody on Wolfstep. After Wolfstep, we're going to go for the Trasher of Night's Shadow. Somebody get a point web on it.
It's webbed and point it.
Thank you. Keep on Wolfstep. If you're too far from Wolfstep, go on Night Shadow. Otherwise, keep shooting Wolfstep. Keep shooting Wolfstep, but if you're too far, get on Night's Shadow. Keep reshipping, guys. Keep reshipping.
Here, FC.
Mauler is next. Mauler in a Rupture is next. Mauler 421 in a Rupture is next. Get Mauler 421 in a Rupture. Get Mauler 421 in a Rupture.
Point one.
He's pointed and webbed.
Somebody give me a point web on Jimmy's and the Wolf. Somebody give me a point web on Jimmy's and the Wolf. Actually, we need multiple. Everybody point web Jimmy's and the Wolf. I've got Mauler. Everybody shoot Mauler. Ah, Jimmy's is burning. Never mind. Finish Mauler. Then we're going to get on the Punisher of Ham Glove. Ham Glove and the Punisher is going to be next. Ham Glove and the Punisher is next. Scratch that. Trasher of Vexty. Trasher of Vexty. Somebody give me a point web on the Trasher of Vexty. Somebody give me a point web on the Trasher of Vexty.
I have scram
Point
web.
web, and I'm gonna lose it.
Vexd. Vexd is primary. Vexd is primary. Vexd is primary in the Trasher. David Flanagan is next in the Trasher. David Flanagan is next in the Trasher. David Flanagan is your primary in the Trasher. Get David Flanagan in the Trasher. David Flanagan in Trasher is primary. After that, we're going to go for... Catalyst of Sinister. Slutty Uncle. If you're on Slutty Uncle, keep on Slutty Uncle. Otherwise, shoot the Catalyst of Sinister. Sinister and the Catalyst is next. Sinister and the Catalyst is next. Keep reshipping, guys. We're actually winning this. Sinister and a Catalyst is next. Punisher of Rogue is going to be after that.
Wolf. He's coming in close. Let's get
Wolf,
ready to
grab the Wolf. Grab the Wolf. If he comes in, grab it. If he comes in, grab it. He's not actually coming in anymore. Somebody point something and tell me. Courser of Ludi. Get the Courser of Ludi. Let's get the Courser of Ludi. Somebody point web the Courser of Ludi. Somebody point web the Courser of Ludi and call it. Alright. Ludi. I love you. You're just pointing all the things. That's great. Ludi and the Courser is primary. Ludi and the Courser is primary. All DPS on Ludi and the Courser. After that... we're going to get the Slasher of Crash Black. Slasher of Crash Black is going to be next. And the Mauler of Rhinus. So get me points on those. Shoot Ludi. Shoot Ludi. After that, counter what's closest. Let's burn for Roman. Let's burn for Roman and his stabber next. Somebody go get me a point and a web on Roman once Ludi's dead. Somebody go get me a point and a web on Roman once Ludi's dead. Keep reshipping, guys. We're winning this. Get Roman pointed and webbed. Get Roman and the stabber pointed and webbed. And call it, call it, call it. Keep reshipping because they sure are. Keep reshipping because they are. Roman is webbed. Roman and the stabber is your primary. Roman and the stabber is your primary. Roman and the stabber is your primary. Anu and the rupture is going to be our secondary. Somebody point and web Anu in the rupture. Somebody point and web Anu in the rupture. Roman and the stabber is your primary. Roman and the stabber is your primary. All DPS on the primary, please. Roman and the stabber is your primary. Keep warping back to Kolv. Keep warping back to Kolv. We're doing great. Anu's next. We're going for the stabber of Roman. Then we're going for Anu and the Ruppy. Stabber of Roman, and after that, the Ruppy of Anu. So we're almost done with the stabber of Roman. Anu is next. Stabber of Roman's in structure. Stabber of Roman is now dead. Switch to Anu and his Ruppy. Switch to Anu and the Ruppy. After that, let's see. Ham, Glove, and the Punisher is going to be no. David Flanagan's Trasher is next. David Flanagan's Trasher is next. David Flanagan and the Trasher is next. Somebody point and web David Flanagan and the Trasher. Go, go, go. Somebody point and web David Flanagan and the Trasher. David Flanagan and the Trasher is your primary. David Flanagan and the Trasher is your primary. David Flanagan and the Trasher is primary.
Point web.
Roger that. Executioner Vex D. Somebody point web. Vex D and the Executioner. Somebody point web.
He's pointed and webbed.
Roger that. Vex D is now primary. Vex D is now primary. Vex D is now primary. All DPS on Vex D. Secondary is going to be Raging Bull and a Moa. Raging Bull and a Moa. He's the only thing that's not a Mauler that's in range.
Is he their FC?
Yes, but he's the only thing in range that's not in a Mauler. So I'm calling him Raging Bull in a Moa. Then Rhinus in a Mauler and Ernesto in a Condor. Point those guys. Okay, Rhinus in a Mauler is going to be next. Unless something better. Kieran in a Rifter. Point web Kieran in a Rifter. Kieran in a Rifter is next. Kieran in a Rifter is not your primary. Kieran in a Rifter is not your primary. Kieran in a Rifter is burned out. Get Rhinus in a Mauler.
Web, Rhinus.
Rhinus in a Mauler. Get Rhinus in a Mauler dead. Is he on gate? No, yeah, I don't know.
Wolf is in close.
Yeah, he's probably on gate.
So get a scram web on it.
Get whatever's close. Yeah, get it. Ah, damn it, he's burning again.
New Vex and Rupture is
get
in.
Jimmy's if you can.
Yeah, Rhinus is bait for FC.
Yeah, I know. Let's get Viator and a Ruppy. And Stugdit in a Natron. Jimmy's in a Wolf. If you can.
I have
Jimmy's
point web on the wolf.
Okay, get the Wolf. Get the Wolf. Jimmy's in a Wolf. No, the Wolf is burning out. Forget that.
Rupture is scram web. And he jumped.
Get the Ruppy. Get the Ruppy of Viator next.
He jumped.
Viator next, and a Ruppy is next. He jumped. Trasher of Slutty Uncle, I guess. Trasher of Slutty Uncle is going to be next, if you can get him webbed and scram. Oh, somebody's killing the Wolf. Okay, keep on killing the Wolf if you already are.
I'm down.
Ah, shit. Sorry about that. Is there anything close? Finish the Mauler. Keep shooting the Maulers in low armor. We might get it.
I kill him.
Okay, he's jumped, I think. Alright, Condor of Sasha. Condor of Sasha. Grab the Condor of Sasha. Keep reshipping, because they may come back. I mean, they've got a bunch of guys at, like, weird ranges, but keep the Condor of Sasha. Punisher of Rose. Punisher of Rose is primary. Okay, start looting the field and regroup on gate. That was awesome. Well done, guys. Well done. We snatched victory from the jaws of defeat there, because it was not looking good in the early minutes on that.
Nice work, FC.
Good fight in local and community. Yeah, that was not as elegant as I usually like to fly, but it worked. Okay, there's a ton of loot there, so loot the field quickly. And we killed a lot of expensive things.
Holy
Lost
loot.
a few too.
Lost a lot too, but we killed more than we lost, because as far as I know, we didn't lose recons and hacks. And faction cruisers. At least I hope we didn't.